in the back on the bleachers?
It's twofold. So would you, I know you say not to worry, relax, it's really hard. What do you wish you had known going into the admissions process, and what do you wish you had known about the school you chose once you got
in? Before the admissions process, like about the admissions process, what I wish I would have known is this might sound a little rough, but don't study for the ISE like in 6th grade. Don't worry about it. Claiborne prepares you. Their academic program will prepare you for the ISE. Sure, you can do get a book, just review it really quickly, but overall Claiborne does prepare you for the ISE or HSPT even. And something I knew about my school before, this probably would have made my decision a little bit easier, was the food is actually really good. We have really good food. And I know a lot of these high schools have really good food, but I think that's a little lighthearted point to this more serious discussion.
Addressing, I guess, the first prong of that, so for the admissions, especially in interviews, make sure that your child is who they are. Don't try to make them seem like this stud athlete or crazy good student. Just let them be them, because authenticity is the best thing that they could have for any interview in any high school. I found myself in an interview for formative prep saying that I knew Spanish a lot better than I did. I think it was Coach Rivera was his name. Lived in Mexico for his first 25 years. Said something in Spanish, and I was just there dumbfounded right in front of him, just not knowing what to say. Lo and behold, I didn't end up going to prep. On the other side, at Polytechnic, I got into an interview. This is actually, so the person who interviewed me is my college counselor right now. She asked me just about an article that I'd read recently that I was interested in, and immediately I just pounced on that, talked about something that I loved, that I found just fascinating, and kept flowing. So make sure that when your child goes to an interview specifically, that they are as much as them as possible, because if they're not, then their expectations of the school are not going to work. The school's expectation of them is not going to work, and you don't want that. You want to fit, and so make sure that they are themselves.
And another thing about the interview is I think I know at least when I went into my interview, I expected the interviewer to ask a lot of weird off the wall questions, if you were a fruit, what would you be? Stuff like that. And it ended up not being that. It was just so what do you like to do? What are your hobbies? And why do you want to come here and stuff? Not any weird things like that. So don't worry about the interview either. It's just be yourself.
I would say something I wish somebody had told me about LaSalle is that, I think its reputation is kind of this a lot bigger school, especially coming from Claiborne. Its reputation is it's a lot bigger school, it's more intimidating, but it's not intimidating. I really wish somebody had told me that. You're able to make it feel like Claiborne. If you have a close group of friends and if you are doing what you want to do, it feels exactly like Claiborne. It's not intimidating at all.
This isn't kind of something that I wish I knew because it's something I knew. I think it's something I wish more people knew. Was that Sacred Heart, everyone makes it seem like it's really religious, and people were I don't want to go there because, I'm not Catholic or I'm not this. And it's really similar to Claiborne. We do have Mass, but it's not, it's a lot like chapel. It's not super religious, and I feel people should take more time and actually look into the school. One thing that they always told us as 8th graders is go to the website, read about the school, get to learn about it. And I think that if you do that, it really does help in making your decision.
I know a few people that didn't visit their high school before they went there, and they felt completely out of place, and even going up to the senior year, they regret their decision. So I think one of the most important things to do is visit the school. St. Francis, I didn't really think that I was going to go there at first, and then I went onto the campus, and I said, this is the place for me. I
take one final question. Coach,